we called ourselves Big Jesus Knife Dance. But that was just like such a typical like hardcore name, and nothing was happening. And then we changed it to Fart Patrol, and we tried to do like this funny punk thing. Oops, I arted. I'm having an art attack. Hi, how art you? And that, you know, that was kind of passé, and the only people who wrote about us were Maximum Rock and Roll, and for a while we were called Spuds Christ, except for MTV wouldn't show any of our videos with that kind of name. And then we changed it to Sonic Youth, and it just started clicking. And we instantly became really famous and well known. And that's when David Geffen signed us to his label.
Sang excellently. And Thurston, your guitar playing. Unbelievable.
Thanks.
And what are you waiting for, Kim?
I'm waiting for Godard.
I'm looking for some poetry in motion. Who's this, Nirvana? We just saw Nirvana Ride Is Next. And then Emotional Fish, and then fucking Dinosaur motherfucking Junior, and then House of Love, who, you know, everybody knows is totally hot. And then Sonic Death, and then Black Flag.
Whatever you do, don't film Black Francis, okay? No. Why not, Steve?
I think the boy deserves a break.
He's got 2 twin amps.
Someone has to carry on the legend of the Minutemen.
And then the Pogooies, and then Ramones, Sans Didi. I mean, what the fuck is that all about?
Take off your halter tops!
Lee, one question. On the second amp,
Yeah.
there wasn't much coming through. What was the deal there?
I don't know. It sounded a little weird on stage.
Yeah,
but,
no, it's like there's barely
It
any
was
signal.
happening, really?
Yeah, I mean, your sound out front.
You know, you
is
should
on the
call
one
that
amp.
stuff up to the
Yeah,
board when it
but
happens, because I have no idea of what's
I didn't
happening.
know if it was your why or what happened, but it wasn't raging like
Maybe
the
it
other
wasn't
one.
on. I don't know. My amp wasn't full tonight like it was last night. But, you know, sometimes that happens on these big festival stages.
No, I got Coke all over me at the desk.
Coke?
Yeah. This guy,
Was it good Coke?
Yeah. Sticky. Very sticky.
Okay, cut.
Torn between two lovers, shiny, happy people everywhere.
Cross it out and stay away.
Because you don't know what it's like having to go to sleep without the sound, the beat. Something that us Americans are deprived of in our culture. And that's why Thurston has turned into the Manchester beat.
The maracas.
You don't need maracas, man. All you need is the beat.
Church of Manaheim.
I like this church over here better. I mean, this one's really exquisite. But there's this one over here. See, if you look over here, see with like those golden arches behind those trees? That thing is the church of mankind. What do you think of the current emo core trend that's going on?
Tell us about emo core.
Emo core. It's like when hardcore musicians cry after they play a set. Emo core is like when you cry when you break a guitar string.
I never listened to such stuff.
To emo core?
Emo core, what?
Oh, it's a pretty big thing in America, let me tell you.
I'm into the polka hardcore scene pretty heavy, but you guys fucking take it to places I've never even could imagine.
I think Mick Jagger is the king of emo core.
Steve Shelley, the year 2525. Making a good set list is like making a sandwich. Now, when Perry Farrell makes a set list, he doesn't give you any mayonnaise. I always put in the mayonnaise.
New lyrics I wrote. Catatonic mad pilot spit, laugh, Primus. Handsome ripe pearl. Mother, swamp dog. He's my vomit dust. That's basically a Babes in Toyland set list, but it works well as abstract poetry.
Like I said yesterday, it's like a sandwich. Perry Farrell uses white bread and butter and mayonnaise. And we would never put mayonnaise and butter on the same piece of bread.
I'd like to thank Perry Farrell for making this all possible.
know with my nachos, please?
Well, someone saw Courtney today.
Right. Well, Lee ran into her here.
I've been going and Kim and Thirsty's dressing room just to get a little whiskey for me and Kat. Can you come with me? Because I just need my,
I gotta go back to the bus.
Thirsty. Just for a second, just come over here with me.
It's time for Smashing Pumpkins.
Courtney Love is in love with the singer of Smashing Pumpkins! Uh-oh.
Thurston, don't say that.
Damn, I thought she was in love with
Just
me.
You're there. You're there.
She was in love with me! You wrote. I can't not go on living.
What happened to you guys at customs?
Well, it was sort of embarrassing for Chris because he got one of those body cavity search, like anus probes, and he still had his Benoit balls in, and everyone was just sort of freaking out, like, what are you doing? You know?
Why
It's
they
like,
refused to let him into the concert?
well, he claimed that he didn't know how they got in there.
There's going to be a stool there, right? And a spotlight on the stool. There's going to be a rose on the stool. And we'll just walk out there and grab the rose and smell its sweet fragrance. And then we're going to put it in our teeth. And we're just going to do like some Spanish dances with this rose in our teeth. Welcome to come to a flower cooler. Please come in. Severe time. Now it is time to dance. Now it is time to dance. Now we must dance. Now we must dance. Kurt's gonna stand on the stool and place a noose around his neck. I'm gonna kick the stool out from under him, and that motherfucker's gonna hang.
The blues scale.
All I know is that last night, Kurt from Nirvana had black lips that he made with a magic marker on his lips, and he got up out of his chair and walked towards the dressing room door and wrote "Cops Kill." That to me sort of epitomized where we're at right now.
Louder than the Ramones, living life 10 dB faster than anybody else. Thurston Moore.
Why do you have so many jazz masters?
I like jazz.
You're noted for being quite a record collector. How many records do you think you have in your possession?
I recently just sold all my records. I'm gonna get big bucks for this at the next punk rock record convention. Maybe I can trade it for a Gears 45. I finally come into contact with this problem I have, which is I tend to lose things all the time. Well, as a filmmaker, you obviously are one of psychiatric observances. You can explain to me what the problem is.
I think you're just, trying to do away with your material possessions, prove that you really don't need all these little things, such as records and so forth. You could do without them. You could live just fine.
Yes, and also today is Sunday, and all the record stores are closed here in Rotterdam. This is Dutch music. The Zips, Dol Schicksal. You've heard of these bands. They're Dutch.
Is that why you're not going record shopping today?
Yes. Instead, we're opting to go to the Dog Show here in Rotterdam. I can only hope you come along.
I never heard of the Zips.
Yeah, well,
Singles and live.
how come they're not playing here? Instead, we have Nick Cave. Oh, everybody's seen Nick Cave a million times. This band is like suffering and festering in some horrible rat-infested bungalow in Rotterdam. I come to Holland because I think they understand ducks. The persecution of ducks is fucked in the rest of the world.
Oh man, that's insane.
This is 1991, the year that punk rock broke. Motley Crue singing Anarchy in the UK, in front of 50,000 people in the European arenas. You turn the channel, and there's a duck.
This is called Eric's Trip.
It was really funny because the other night in Germany, there was a show with us and Nirvana and Gumball, and the German MCA people, MCA being like the distributors of our records through Geffen all across Europe, gave us gifts after we played, some flowers and these marshmallow creatures, these totally super sweet candy creatures, like a frog on a skateboard. Nirvana played first, and they gave Nirvana these gifts. And when they were out of their dressing room, Kim walked in there and looked at the gift, and there was a card said, "To Nirvana, thank you. Love MCA." And Kim wrote "fuck you" underneath it.
Kim pulled quite a coup. She left a note for the MCA people tonight that said, "Fuck you" for all the stuff they brought.
And Nirvana came back in the room, and Kim was there, and the MCA people came back, and Kim left the room, and supposedly the MCA lady saw that it said "fuck you" on the card. She thought Nirvana had written that, and the MCA people just left.
And they really believed it, the MCA people. The chick left a note saying, "Fuck you two assholes."
And everybody in Nirvana was a bit drunk, and they each one thought the other guy had written it.
You missed it. You fucking missed it. He's a bastard. Don't let anyone tell you different.
So were Nirvana upset about the MCA note they got?
Well, yeah,
that said,
apparently you guys, I think this is beautiful. It's like their manager, your manager, who's no longer your manager, because I'm taking back over. He blew their deal tonight.
And supposedly they're off the label.
They're off MCA.
They kicked them off the label.
Too bad.
It was just hijinks.
Well, I think the thing is, they love you guys now, though, so, you know, we're back in the fucking group.
Just because Kim did that.
Hey, Silver, you're a fucking bum!
I'm telling John.
I really feel bad about this.
Well, I mean, it was it was an accident. It did happen accidentally. It wasn't like on purpose.
But you know, that's cool. You know, I mean, if they can't take a joke.
They can go back to Sub Pop anyway.
Yeah, Sub Pop needs them. Sub Pop, you got your band back.
Well, the tour has been pretty interesting. It's a very short tour, 2.5 weeks, Sonic Youth and Nirvana. We did our first 2 gigs in Ireland, 2 club shows, one in Cork, one in Dublin. They were actually pretty good. And then we went to England and played the Reading Festival with Nirvana and Babes in Toyland and Iggy Pop and Dinosaur and some other bands.
Here's Epic Soundtracks coming in the door to Reading. Hi, Epic. Let's go over to Epic and see how he's doing. How's your state of mind, Epic?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Is it? Oh, I was afraid of that. Okay, it's normal.
Let's come and do the Japanese one now before Nirvana play.
Are you enjoying yourself here at the Reading Festival?
We just got here.
You just got here.
A bit muddy.
You missed the Babes. It's not as muddy as it was earlier. When we got here, it was pouring rain, which is exactly as I pictured it.
You dig straight up, you know why?
Good, how are you?
Dave, do you have that 100 pounds you owe me?
Kurt from Nirvana nearly killed himself by jumping off the Reading Festival stage into the photographer's pit. That was pretty interesting. We came out and played in the very first song in front of tens of thousands of people. My guitar was out of tune, so I knew the tour was going to be somewhat successful after that. Where did we go after that? After Reading, we went to a festival in Kim, can you help me on this? I totally forget what we've done.
Doing a really good job.
I'm late for sound check! Where's the fucking festival? Where's my brain? Where's my guitar? Where are my chords? Where's my guitar roadie? Ah!
We played Pukkelpop, which was a big festival in Belgium. Other fucking Deutsch-speaking motherfuckers. Das gut. Ramones headlined. They were hot. They played Pet Sematary.
I want whatever Joey Ramone is doing.
And we've been eating well, thanks to our caterer. This fella right here.
I tried my best.
Yeah. Heath. Herring.
What is that you're eating right now?
Escargot soup.
Suzanne, what are you eating today? Yo, answer me, bitch!
Do I like chicken?
Alex, stop it.
You be seen eating that?
Sure.
I've eaten these before.
Food's been great. Although a little bit late, you know what I'm saying? It's a short tour. It's pretty uneventful. We've been breaking lots of glasses every night because Nirvana tend to get very high strung. We're gonna play Spin the Bottle. Oh shit. Oh. Oh.
Oh, yes!
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Have you ever peed in bed?
What? Oh yes, I think so. Have you ever had sex with a famous person?
No.
You have?
No. Not me.
Well, do you really want to?
Oh no. She's work of art, but not something I want to go with in bed.
Smash the bottle. Here, see the smash the bottle.
Let's play smash the bottle. Oh no! He's gonna throw it in the highway.
The other night we played with Gumball and Nirvana, and we all got extremely high-strung. You know what I'm saying?
We wanted like the pink nurses outfits, but they wouldn't give them to us.
Free love! 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 Everybody! Right here! Is he fucked up or what?
And we proceeded to destroy the entire backstage area. This comes out of frustration.
It's all this pent-up bullshit, man, that gets me down. It's like buses, old people, taxi cabs, garbage cans. It all gets me down. It's a bunch of pent-up bullshit.
This comes out of confusion about where your stance is in a society that demands focus on an individual's life.
I'll kick some ass right now.
Where's Dave Kendall, man? I'm gonna fucking kill him, man. And when things are getting down, what we do is we just pop a Snickers in the old gullet. Right now I'm gonna go plug in my guitar and sound check.
like Snickers.
But that's yeah, why not?
I don't know. I used to like Snickers when I was little. But for me, it was really a product of growing up.
As you see here, a Benetton commercial in the making.
I think we're all growing up together. We've been through some hard times, and it's now that I think the audience and us, the artists, are coming to a sense of shared deliverance. We kind of stick together. Baby, shit's alright.
Looking
you a punk or a poof? I am a poof with a punk attitude.
Fuck you!
Peace, you fucking freaks.